Good afternoon, everyone, if you're here in the UK, or good morning if you're on the East Coast of America. Hello and welcome to this live webinar. My name is Mike. I'm the head of partnerships here at Avast, and I'm being delighted here to be joined by Chang Liu, who is our OMP, one of our OMP program managers, who assists specifically with e-commerce sellers who are looking to grow and expand their businesses cross borders, and he is a part of our technical compliance team. We've got him here to obviously answer all of your questions. Just out of curiosity, can anybody in the chat, if you have any questions, please do ask those questions. It's lovely to see you all. We'd like to say hello to Emmanuel and Emma and Kurt, I think it is. Welcome to the webinar, and we look forward to seeing you all and answering your questions. Just as a bit of a background then, so why are we doing this webinar? Well, as everybody's aware, Amazon has now announced the ending of the VAT Services on Amazon program. So Chang, tell me a little bit about this. What does this mean for sellers?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Mike. So as all you guys should be aware, Amazon have now sent an email out to notify all sellers that the VAT Services on Amazon program is ending. And for sellers, for existing Avast sellers, this is not bad news. Basically, it just means that you will be transferred over to our Avast filing platform, where we will help you and service all your VAT needs to ensure that you are still compliant with all your filing requirements. The process is super simple. You may have already received our 3-step email where you just need to sign our new TNCs and transfer letters. You need to connect to the payment account, and we will be sending you an email this week to also connect to our Avast client portal, where you will be able to find connect your Amazon API connection for VAT filings and to upload any off Amazon transactions and purchase invoices, just like you would normally do when you are still with the Amazon platform.
Absolutely, yes. And we've obviously seen this story has been breaking at record pace across the ecosystem. So as a huge change here for a lot of sellers. And I understand quite a few of you are a little bit concerned as to what's the next step and things like that. Well, if you do have any questions or things, you can go to avast.com, and there's a scrolling banner at the top of our website in red, and that'll take you through to our information archive, and that'll give you further information about the changes and what you need to do. So go to avast.com and click on the red banner at the top, and you'll be able to find more information about the program and how it affects you. So I do have a couple of questions here that have been already asked to us, and I'm wondering if you might be able to help me answer those questions straight away, Chang.
Absolutely.
Okay, so one of the questions that's been asked is: we are in the process of transitioning to a new bookkeeper and have decided not to continue with our current VAT filing arrangement. However, we require all necessary filings to be completed to ensure a smooth handover. Could you provide me with information on how we can obtain these filings, please?
Yes, no problem. And this is also a question we are getting asked a lot at the moment, obviously for sellers transitioning off of the Amazon VAT services. So if you're existing Amazon VAT services user, then you should already be able to download all of your previous submissions directly on Seller Central. And Amazon have said that they will be opening this channel until, I believe, August 2025. So all you need to do is go on Amazon Seller Central, reports, and file your VAT. So in this Seller Central reports, file your VAT, and in that webpage is where you can download all of your previously submitted returns. If for whatever reason you cannot find one of your past returns on there, then please just reach out to us at Avast, and we will be able to support you further and provide you with any necessary documents that you may need.
Absolutely, yes, and obviously one of the things that is very key to mention actually now is that Amazon, when they're sunsetting this program, it does mean that eventually they will basically discontinue their platform, which means you should, as a matter of good record keeping, go into your Amazon service platform area on SPM, and you should download all of those VAT transaction reports for your records.
Perfect.
Okay, fantastic. So we have got a couple of questions coming in now. I'm going to show the first one here. Um, yeah. So he's got specific. Gabriella's got specific inquiries regarding pending issues in the Poland and Spanish marketplaces, the VAT numbers. Poland, we are still awaiting updates from Avast regarding our PL VAT number.
Okay, no problem. So, Gabriella, thank you for your question. Regarding your Poland VAT number, I assume what you mean is that it's still under the registration phase. And if it's specifically related to that, obviously I wouldn't have the information on hand to tell you live. However, if you could please drop us a message afterwards, and we will definitely be able to look into this for you and provide you with an update. So just send your email to amazonvat@avastgroup.com, and we'll be able to look into it for you. And if you want, you can also copy my own email in, which is chang.liu@avastgroup.com. So that's chang.liu@avastgroup.com.
Okay, that's absolutely fantastic. And Gabriella, I noted you've also included a couple of other questions there as well with regards to your other marketplaces. I'm going to just highlight this. So Gabriella wants to know annual payment option. Is there an annual payment option available that can help us save on your updated service fee? We're exploring ways to streamline our payment processes.
Yes. Again, so this is actually heavily requested by our sellers, and we have listened. And so annual payment will be an option that will be sent out across the board to our sellers. So you can either choose to pay monthly, quarterly, or annually. However, we are just in the process of updating our system and all the payment collection details to be able to support this. So just hold tight with us for a moment, Gabriella, and soon you will be able to choose the annual payment system.
Absolutely. And I believe we've also got a special offer that we can also offer you with that. So do look out for that communication when it comes out. Okay. Further information will be provided shortly on that. Okay. So this is another question. Dedicated contact person. Would it be possible to assign a dedicated contact person from Avast who can handle all of our VAT related concerns during this transition and beyond? Having a single point of contact would greatly improve communication and efficiency.
Okay, so at Avask, we have two separate services related to VAT. So we have these low touch self-serve option, which is obviously a lot cheaper, where you will be paying €300 a year for your filings, or we have the Avast Premium service, where you have a dedicated consultant, such as a person like myself, where you can reach out to at any time and call in at any time and no extra cost. Obviously, the fee schedules for both programs are very, very different. So please reach out to us separately, and we can definitely discuss in details on what is the best option for yourself. In terms of obviously during this transition period, I know this is an extremely vital period for all sellers, and everyone have a lot of queries. And we have expanded our team and resources to ensure that all seller queries are answered as soon as possible. So if you have any issues at all, you can either call us into our office number, or you can just send us an email at onboarding@avask.com, and we will be getting back to you as soon as possible.
And just to reiterate, that email address is flashed up on screen now. So please do feel free to use that email address to connect with us. Okay, so the next question is from, I hope you're pronouncing your name correctly, is Kurt. Hello, is Avast planning to implement eBay connections in the future, or WooCommerce and Shopify? Well, I can answer that one already. Yes, we are connecting to all of those marketplaces, and the Shopify one, I believe, is already live. So you should be able to use that immediately. So do connect with us if you've got any questions on that, and we'll be happy to help further. Okay. Stephen Gardner is asking, I've literally just got my VAT number for Germany from Amazon through Avast. I've not made my first submission yet, and I've signed the transition papers. I've not heard from Amazon, but have heard their team has been gutted. What would you advise?
Right. Okay, Stephen. So first of all, don't worry about it. I can't confirm on the Amazon getting the team, but if you have already signed your transfer paper, then everything will be fine. No problem. You will receive an email from us either this week. It will be this week to then let you know to connect to our Avast platform, where you will then be prompted to make the API connection to your Amazon marketplace. So again, I believe if you have already, signed a transfer paper, connected your payment details onto Stripe, then you have done everything that you need to do right now. All your VAT submissions will be handled as normal, and yeah, you will just sit tight and wait to hear from us, really.
Absolutely, yes. And we'll be sending out this week also the next stage, which will be connecting your Seller Central account to our client portal, basically. So that means that everything will be ready to go and everything will seamlessly transfer from Amazon to Avask from the 31st of October. Okay. So Muriel's asking, how much does it cost per month compared to the Amazon TVA service? More expensive or not?
Yeah, I can answer that, no problem. So it's definitely not more expensive. So we have actually agreed with Amazon on this fee, and we obviously want to make sure that, obviously, as part of the transition period, sellers experience as little disruption as possible. So the fee is 300 euros per year for filings. And if you need fiscal representation, so that would be if you are incorporated outside of the UK and the EU, and you need filings in Italy, France, Spain, or Poland, then it will be an additional 180 euros per year, which is 15 euros per month. So the fees, obviously, as you can see, is extremely competitive, and I'm pretty sure it's basically exactly the same, if not lower than Amazon's VAT services, depending on how many countries that you have selected. But yeah, those are our fees. And if you have any questions, just let us know.
Absolutely. No, thank you for that. The next question is from Raj. I'm a seller from the EU and sell in the UK without a VAT number. Amazon collects VAT. Now Amazon discounts with VAT. How will it work in the future? Do I need to stop selling in the UK if I don't have a VAT number?
So no problem, Raj. If you are a seller from the EU and you're selling in the UK, so I guess what you mean is that all of your sales are dispatched from the EU straight into the UK, and right now Amazon is collecting and remitting the VAT due on all of those sales. So if you keep your process exactly the same as that, then no, you will still not need a UK VAT number. So Amazon is only discontinuing the VAT Services on Amazon program, which is a software-based tax calculation program. However, what you're saying is Amazon collecting and remitting VAT on your behalf, so that will still be exactly the same. And yeah, nothing will change for you. You still won't need a UK VAT number as long as you're not storing goods in the UK directly.
Okay, so the next question is a little bit more technical for you. So, will the VAT reports have the same format as Amazon's? I use it in my accounting software, and the format is important.
Okay, Miro, I might need a little bit more clarification from yourself. When you say VAT reports, do you mean the submitted VAT return, or exactly which reports are you talking about? Because from Amazon, what we will pull is the VAT transaction report from your Amazon Seller Central, and then we will be calculating your returns and then submitting the VAT return to the tax authority. And obviously we get a return back from the tax authority, and then we will normally provide that back to yourself. And that VAT return will stay in the exact same format. If you're asking about other reports, then please specify a little bit more, and we'll have a look.
Okay, and the next question we've got is, do you do any accounts for the UAE and Amazon?
So we provide services for UAE as well. So thank you for your question, Emma. If you want to reach out to us separately and we will be able to support further on that. But yes, absolutely. As well as the EU, the traditional EU 7 countries, we also offer services in Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, UAE, Japan. So yeah, if anybody have any other inquiries, please just send it in to us separately, and we will be able to reach out to you directly.
Absolutely, and Sweden.
And Sweden, yes.
Absolutely, great. Thank you for your question there. Okay, so the next question is, how will VAT be declared for sales made through channels other than Amazon?
Right, Robert, thank you for your question. So if you have off Amazon transactions, such as Shopify or eBay sales, then once you are connected to our platform, you will be able to upload all of your off Amazon transactions directly onto our platform, and it will be calculated as normal. So if you are with the Amazon VAT services, you might be familiar with the Amazon additional VAT report, where you have to complete it on a monthly basis to upload your data. So we have simplified that report massively, I need to add. And so you should be pretty straightforward to download our template, include your sales data, and just re-upload it out onto our platform.
Perfect. Thanks very much for that. The next question is from Ben Stubbs. Will Amazon still be collecting VAT on sales we make in the EU through FBA? We are based in the UK and registered for VAT in Italy and France.
Yes, Ben. So I think I touched on that earlier, but yes, absolutely. Your VAT will still be collected and remitted for in the EU by Amazon. But just to expand on that a little bit further, I think so the only thing Amazon do collect, so one, this is not limited to Amazon. So this is an EU legislation where any online marketplace, so Amazon, eBay, Etsy, or the online marketplaces will need to collect and remit VAT due in the EU. And they would only collect and remit B2C transactions. So they won't collect and remit sales on B2B sales. But yeah, to answer your question, absolutely, yes, Amazon will still be collecting and remitting those VAT.
Perfect. That's great. Thanks, Shang. Okay. And Jean-Jacques wishes to know, Amazon collects VAT for us. So why do we sometimes have to pay extra amounts? Sometimes asked us to pay small amounts to certain VAT authorities in certain countries after receiving the Amazon VAT file.
Okay, that actually follows on perfectly from the last question. So Amazon collects and remits the sales on every single B2C transaction. However, they won't do it for B2B sales. Now, if it's a cross-border B2B sale, so for example, you sell from Germany into France and it's a B2B sale, then there's no VAT due on that anyway. However, when we ask you to pay small amounts, they all comes from domestic B2B sales. So German to German B2B, France to France B2B, UK to UK B2B sales. These are the only transactions where you'll have VAT due and Amazon will not be collecting or remitting on your behalf.
Okay, that's lovely. I hope that answered your question there. Moving swiftly on to the next question. So this is from Anis. I'm a seller from the EU and I sell on the UK. I'm a new seller and Amazon collect VAT, but I received an email that VAT is compulsory if we need to continue to sell in the UK.
Right, Anis. So it might be because there's a few different requirements for this, and I think one of the biggest reason might be because you might be storing goods directly in the UK. So if you're a seller from the EU and you're storing goods in the UK, in fact, if you're a seller anywhere, if you're storing goods in any specific country, then you automatically have a legal obligation to be VAT registered in that specific country. So without knowing too much into your details, you might need a VAT number if you need to continue to sell in the UK, especially if your account has been flagged up by Amazon, because they go through their checks and if you didn't meet one of the criteria, they will send those emails saying that you need to provide a VAT number if you want to continue selling.
Okay, that's absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to break for just 1 second to say, remind everyone, if you've got any further questions or you do need extra support, do feel free to reach out to us at onboarding@avast.com. The team is there diligently working their way through your inquiries. So please do bear with us as this is an exceptionally busy period for us. We aim to respond to all emails within a day with a maximum of 3-day turnaround if it's a complex inquiry. So please do keep emailing us and we're answering those questions as quickly as possible. Okay, our next question that's come in is from Vangelis. Hi, I'm a seller from Greece. My company is active on Amazon in Germany. Can I use the VAT number your company issued for me for other marketplaces like eBay in Germany?
Yes, absolutely. So I think, this is a question we get quite often actually, and we have sellers asking about all the time. Basically, your VAT number is tied to your company. or if you're sole traders yourself, but it's not linked to any specific marketplaces. So the German tax authority, when you file a return, expects you to declare every sale that you have made in Germany. Doesn't matter it's from eBay or Amazon or Etsy. It's basically sorry. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, you can absolutely use that VAT number. Just make sure that you include your sales from the other marketplaces onto, I mean, once you transition to our platform, it will be directly onto our platform so that when we do the calculation, we can capture every taxable transactions that you have made in Germany.
Okay, that's absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. And Vangelis, I hope that answered your question. So the next question comes from Felipe, and he says the terms and conditions of 5.1, the €25 a month fee is charged every month, correct? Because in this point, it states the invoice is charged yearly. Now, I believe that's to do with the billing terms and conditions because you're signing an annual contract with Avast for 12 months. So what will happen is you'll be generated one invoice for the whole year, and then you'll be charged. Basically, you'll be paying that off monthly, so you'll be charged €25 per month. Chang, anything else to add on to there, or do you think that's clear enough?
No, I think that's it. And yeah, just to touch upon what we were saying earlier, just in case you weren't in here, Felipe, we now also will be rolling out options to pay quarterly or yearly upfront. So watch out for that if that is something that you're interested in.
Okay, we hope that answers your question. The next question is from Juan, and he's been asking, I've been waiting for my Spanish VAT number for 4 months since my documentation was confirmed. No reply to my follow-up emails. Is this VAT service registration being killed? What happens now with the VAT services on Amazon ending?
Okay, so Juan, as well as anyone else who currently has a VAT number in progress registering. So once the VAT service on Amazon stops and you're onboarded to our platform, one, we will absolutely still be following up with every single VAT registration that's currently in progress. And because you have already paid for this while you were still with the Amazon VAT services, there will be no further VAT registration charges, even when you switch over. And two, with regards to VAT numbers being issued, I mean, from Avast side, what we can promise is that when we receive your documents, we will be working through that as soon as possible to check through absolutely every detail to make sure that it reaches the tax office's requirements. However, once we send it off to the tax authorities, we don't have any control on when they issue it and if they have any additional questions. So we try to follow up as best as we can. Sometimes some registrations do get delayed for seemingly no reason at all. For your specific case, please also email us out and we'll be able to double check that for you and get back to you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, John Lee would like to know what kind of support will Avast provide to help sellers during the transition? Thank you, Chang.
No problem at all, John. Well, we are here. We're running these Q&A sessions. We'll be recording all of them and we will be running them in all different languages as well. So, if you have any issues, you can always reach out to us and I'm always available. I'll just be a phone call away. And so, yeah, please just call in us and ask to speak to Chang and I'll be able to help you as well.
Okay, that's absolutely perfect. Thank you. So Muriel has come back to clarify the reports I mentioned in my previous comment were the merchant VAT invoice, fulfillment by Amazon tax invoice, product ads VAT invoice. Will we be able to download these 3 types of reports on the Avast platform?
So no, you won't be able to download them on our platform. However, because they are all Amazon related invoices and they're all saved still on Amazon. So Amazon's only ending, don't forget guys, Amazon's only ending the tax calculation software. Amazon still exists. And all your VAT invoices, all the Amazon tax invoices, they will still be downloaded via Amazon, exactly where you will still find them. So to provide that to your accountant, you can still download them exactly where you download them now and send it to your domestic accountant.
Absolutely. And it's also quite important to also mention that other Amazon programs like the Abacus program to do with customs and the EPR programs, they are still unaffected. This is just affecting VAT services on Amazon. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so the next question comes from Johanna. We are UK residents and sell in the UK only. We are not VAT registered as not needed yet. Is there any change to our case?
Nope, nope. So yeah, so again, so Joanna, obviously, if you're a UK resident and selling in the UK, I believe the threshold is £85,000 before you have to register for UK VAT. So yeah, again, that stays exactly the same until you breach that threshold. You don't need a UK VAT, and you can continue to sell on Amazon.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you. So the next question comes from Emma. Can you explain the process to get a Spanish VAT number, as it seems a little bit more complex than Italy, France, and Germany? Emma, we do sympathise, and yes, every VAT authority is slightly different. Jack, please take it away.
No, no problem. And Emma, this is a headache every single seller is facing when they want to register for a Spanish VAT number. We have had actually numerous conversations with the Spanish tax authorities. However, it is still going to be as it is for now. So to get the Spanish VAT number, I think the most difficult part is that you have to get your POA and your company's documents apostilled and notarized by a recognized authority. So we do offer solutions in this part as well, where we have two partners in the States where you can call them, book an appointment, and instead of traveling to a Spanish consulate to get everything done, you can do it through Zoom. It will be a video call, and you will be able to sign all the documents. They will witness you signing the documents, obviously, and they will be notarizing and apostilling it. And because they're partners, they will then post those documents directly to our Spanish office without you having to do so. So yeah, that is the biggest pain points for Spain, really. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or need support, to reach out to our partners, just again, let us know and we'll be able to support.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Emma. Okay, the next question is from Raj. Today, Amazon classified transactions regular and Union OSS. I have to pay for local authority for transactions are classified as regular. For Union OSS, I report from my local EU country one-stop shop. How will this work in the future after Amazon closes VAT program? Will I get the same report from Amazon or Avast?
Okay, no problem, Raj. So I think I understand your question right, and it's that you have an EU OSS number where you are declaring all of your cross-border sales, and then in your normal VAT returns, you just declare the domestic sales. So again, this will be exactly the same as it is. We will be pulling this data from the Amazon VAT transaction report, which you download directly from Amazon. So yeah, we'll be downloading that, and you can also download it to send it to your accountant to be filing for the OSS part if we're not handling that. And yeah, so download it from Amazon from the data. That part remains the same. You can still do so. We will also be using the exact same report to then calculate your VAT due in every country.
That's absolutely perfect. I hope that answered your question there, Raj. Okay. Felipe would like to know, VAT registration will cost €150 or £150?
Okay, so Felipe, it will still be €150. Yeah, we're not going to be increasing the prices, so you just be €150.
Okay, that's fantastic. 1 second. Next. Vangelis has asked, I noticed in the contract that I'll be charged VAT service in the UK, but I do not have a VAT number. Can we remove UK from the contract? If it is not possible and continue the process, how much time will it take to acquire a VAT number in the UK? Basically, if you can send us an email to onboarding@avast.com, we can look into this case and we can obviously rectify that. Okay, that's a very easy fix to make. We can obviously make that. And if you don't have a UK VAT number, then that's absolutely fine. We'll sort that out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Samantha would like to ask, I'm a new seller on Amazon. How might this change affect my business if I sell in multiple countries in the EU? Thank you.
Okay, Samantha. There is how does it affect my business if I sell in multiple countries in the EU? So I don't think this will change your business at all, actually. So again, Amazon VAT Services ending is just the way that Amazon will be stopping that tax calculation software. And if you're our client, you can just be coming over to the Avast platform where we will be able to support you on this journey, and we will be able to provide you with, advisory and consultation if that's what is needed. However, yes, don't worry at all. This will not be changing your business at all.
Okay, that's absolutely perfect. Thanks very much. Okay, Vangelis has just asked another question. If I, for example, want to join the Amazon or eBay or Etsy of England, you must issue a new VAT number for the English tax authorities.
I'm not 100% sure on that question, but no, if you just get one UK VAT number, that is good to use across the board. It doesn't matter what platform that you sell on, it's that as long as you have a UK VAT number, you will be able to use that across the board. If I got your question right. Sorry, Vangelis.
Absolutely, no problems. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so yes, please do keep your questions coming. There's still a little bit of time left, so we are still going for now. We've got one more question here, and this one is from Sinan. I'm based in Portugal. All inventory is in Spain. I sell in the EU and the UK. I don't store inventory in the UK. I'm below the threshold. But what do I do to receive an email from Amazon stating VAT number is compulsory, even if my sale is below the threshold? What do I do?
So now I think we might need to touch base privately to just get a full understanding of your account. Now there are, unfortunately, what sometimes happens as well is the tax offices in the EU, they have obviously their legislations and their laws, and they say, okay, if you have these criterias, then you must be registered for VAT number. And Amazon will put a blanket rule on all accounts like that. And sometimes it catches the wrong people where, you may not need a registration, but it still catches you. I'm not 100% sure if that is the case, what happened here, but if we want to touch base privately, we may be able to investigate a little bit further for you and give you better advice on that. However, at the end of the day, if you're selling on Amazon and this might be a hard requirement for them, then you might just have to be VAT registered, depending on all the situations.
Fantastic. And obviously, you can reach out to us further at onboarding@avast.com. And if you're in the UK and do wish to phone us, you can also phone us on +44 23 80 60 0120. And we've also got offices across the world. So you can log on to avast.com to find your local office. Okay, Johanna wants to know, how hard is the process to register for a VAT number to sell in Germany from the UK?
I'll say Germany is probably one of the simpler ones, really. I think Germany, for us, for everyone, really, it is one of the most popular, or probably the most popular country in the EU to start off selling from, because obviously it's the biggest marketplace. It is well located centrally to then store goods in Germany and distance sell into the surrounding EU countries. And yeah, so the process is fairly simple. You don't have to post any documents. All the signatures can be downloaded and signed and scanned back to us. So yeah, I'll say the process is very, very simple to sell in Germany, and this is something we can help you with. So yeah, please reach out to us, and we will be able to provide you further information on that.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've got another question here that's come in. Our company has recently moved offices and undergone personnel changes. As a result, the information on Adobe Sign is outdated. Can you guide us how to update the name and address on this form, please?
Yes, absolutely. So if you have any updated changes, and if you have anything on the terms and conditions or the transfer letters where you think is incorrect, for example, I think someone mentioned earlier that they have a UK VAT number that never came live and they wish to remove that, please email us at onboarding@avast.com with your company name, and we will be looking into that for you and getting everything updated so that everything is correct when you need to sign.
Okay, the next question that I've had in is, given that we are based in North America, would it be possible to pay by credit card for your services?
I believe you can sign up to Stripe. So please correct me if I'm wrong, Mike,
No,
but I believe you can still sign up to Stripe with a credit card.
you can. Yes, we do accept all credit card payments. You're absolutely right. And you need to coordinate with your account manager to set up this payment flow if it's not already been arranged. So please do get in contact with us if you wanted to do that. You can, and you're experiencing a problem, you can't do it through the automated link. You can email us at onboarding@avast.com for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's all of the questions that we've had so far. Let me just quickly check one more. Okay, one more question that's come in. How will the service work? If we have any questions, will we get a personal accountant or will it be like Amazon and take 1 to 2 days to get an answer?
Right. Okay, Felipe. So under the Avast Self-Serve, again, as an explanation, it would be similar to the Amazon VAT Services, where it's a software-based solution and it's a low-touch program. Where if you need any additional consultation, additional advisory, and further supports, then they're all going to be billed separately as on an ad hoc basis as kind of add-on services. So unfortunately, pardon me, under this program, you won't get a personal accountant, but we will be aiming to answer your queries and provide you with further clarifications over email.
Absolutely. And if you did want to utilize a personal account service, there is also the Avast Premium service, which gives you unlimited consultancy. And you can, again, if you've got any questions about the Avast Premium service, you can email us at onboarding@avast.com and we'll send you those details. Okay. So I believe that's all of the questions that we've had. And I've not got any other ones that have been written in with. So we're just coming up to 40 minutes. So I'd like to thank Chang very much for his time and thank you for giving me your time today and for looking after us. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Chang.
No problem at all, Mike. It's been a pleasure.
And if there is anything else that you need, please do reach out to us. Again, you can reach out to us by visiting our website at avast.com. There is an in-depth resource section there, which has all the information about the ending of the VAT Services on Amazon program. Additionally, if you do have any questions that relate to any of the content we've discussed here today, do email us at onboarding@avast.com. And if you do wish to phone us, you can phone us as well on 023 8060 0120. Yes, and from me, thank you very much for attending and for asking us all of your questions. If we didn't get a chance to answer your question, please do email us in and a dedicated account manager will look into this for you. So from Chang and I'd like to say thank you very much and farewell for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.